What do you do when you filled every square inch of your garden up with edible plants? Fruit, veggies, herbs, nuts, vines and berries. Well, you start adding dwarf fruit trees into the gaps, and that's exactly what Dario has to do if he wants any more fruit here at Jetto's patch. Now, Dario, Jetto's is an amazing garden. How many fruit trees have you got here?
Approximately 160 edible food-producing trees. The classic example is the pecan tree. It'll grow up to 45 metres, but we keep it trimmed at 7. And all the trees here, they provide an overstory.
Now, this is really important because what you're doing is providing protection for the plants below during those really, really hot summer months, and this allows you to remain productive during that period of time, doesn't it?
Yes, it's basically things like the pineapples are tropical, but we grow them almost in full shade. Plants do acclimatise. And
I was going to say, even in places like this, you've got the chili coyote squash.
Yes.
Now, this you've sent over the top. Now, during the summer, this is actually one that doesn't do so well during the summer. It loves the winter and the autumn. So you've got the fruit still hanging, you've got the effect, but a lot of the foliage has died off. But come autumn, this is going to grow back like crazy, isn't it?
It does. And this is a very good example of a constant food supply. A lot of the trees suffer in summer because here it's quite a severe summer. And in winter, they all recover. And this is a beautiful example of what we do.
Now, mate, speaking of trees, I bought a few extras for you. I know you need some more trees for the garden. Can you find me some space? Maybe a blueberry as well?
Oh, God.
Hey, Dario. No, seriously, Dario. Now, Dario, I've got you one of my fantastic favourite new blueberries. That's the Blueberry Burst. I think you've already got a couple, haven't you?
Yes, we bought a couple the other week. Most of the blueberries used to come from America, and you said this is for local conditions. Yeah,
well, it's been bred locally. What makes it so unique is the fruit itself is almost double the size of a traditional blueberry fruit. Mate, I did notice you're growing all of your blueberries in pots here.
There's a good reason for that. I had them all in the ground, and I found that trying to control the pH level was too difficult.
Well, Perth has more alkaline soils, and these guys require a pH of at least 5.5, so it's got to be more acid.
Yeah. Well, I found by putting them in the pots like this, I use the rose and azalea mix, which is roughly that pH, and it's working out. Since I've put them in the pots, they're starting to thrive again.
And I've noticed you're mulching with pine needles as well.
Always, always. That helps a hell of a lot because it breaks down.
Pine needles acidify the soil, so it's a good way to keep that acid level up in the soil. Mate, that's fantastic. Now, we need to plant some fruit trees.
Yes, we can, if all we have to do is find a spot.
As far as trees go, the dwarf apple, plum, peach and nectarine will be a lot easier to manage than traditional trees. Dario, I've bought you a beautiful Golden Queen peach. Now, they are fantastic when they're grafted onto dwarfing rootstock. So this is only going to get to 2 metres tall with a similar sort of width instead of the traditional old trees. I mean, how often are you pruning this?
We have to constantly prune it because it's not a dwarf, it grows quite big and the branches punch holes in the fruit fly netting. I wish they'd brought some of these out when we were, planting the garden. It would have saved me a lot of hassles. Well,
mate, the good news is you've got one, so you just need to find a hole in the garden for us to put this one.
More work.